Holy cats. 100 forever stands for $23.99. That's cheap.
What?
100 forever stands for $23.99. That's cheap.
Great.
She must have found a sale.
Thank you that. Yeah, so he's doing that a little bit.
I had a college friend this week that used to do that. And that pays pretty well.
Well, I had another but you know,
Okay, at 6 o'clock, we will call the meeting to order and say the pledge. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're gonna start with public comment tonight. So, do we have any public comment?
I just want to resubmit this. I know it's been a little tumultuous 6 months.
I think I know what you're doing.
This is in regards to the resolution that was passed
Yep.
many years ago, and we want to get it corrected.
Okay,
That's all.
thank you.
All I got.
Thank you again. Any other public comment? Okay, none, we'll move forward. The first thing is gonna be consideration and appointment of a person to fill the supervisor vacancy pursuant to Wisconsin statute 17.25. And this will be done by the chairman, the clerk, and the treasurer, according to that statute, because we're the only ones left on the board. So,
Amen.
so that being said, the
Can
first
we
thing would
just
be,
leave it at 3?
what's that?
Leave it at 3.
Oh. We're good. So anyway, Carolyn, do you have any nominations?
I don't.
You don't, okay. Valerie?
I do.
Okay.
I would like to nominate Jim Zach, who's in the crowd tonight. And for a few reasons. I know him, I know he was on the board here for many years. I've listened to him speak at many meetings. I think he's very level-headed, he's very educated, and I think he would be a great person to have back on the board.
Okay. I have to totally agree with that. I have no nominations. So, any more nominations? Any more nominations? Any more nominations? Being none, we close the nominations and vote for a new supervisor. So, roll call vote, Valerie?
I
Vote for Jim Zach
will
for
vote for Jim
supervisor.
Zach for supervisor, yep.
Okay. Carolyn?
I
Aye, and I also. So unanimously, we vote for Jim Zach to be our new supervisor. Yes, you do, and you will take the oath. Carolyn will give that to you, and you'll go to work right away. It is. We will get that for you to sign sheet. So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Does she?
Have the experience. She's giving
gonna-
you the oath.
Okay.
Yep. So if you wanna read it?
Yep. I,
Raise
Jim
your right
Zach,
hand.
having been appointed to the office of town supervisor, pardon?
Raise your hand.
Oh. But have not yet entered upon the duties thereof, swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Okay.
Just sign.
Will you sign there? And then I sign here. Okay, and that's for you to fill out at some point.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, we move on immediately to the approval of the minutes. So, which one's first, Caroline, here?
It is, I put them in, I put
Oh,
them
on the-
in order, so,
Okay, okay, May 11th, that was our monthly meeting on May 11th,
yeah, it should be underneath that.
and did you get a copy of them?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, then I have a copy of it here, you can have this copy right here.
Here, this is
Oh.
today's agenda, so this is where
Okay.
we are. And then these
Oh, I
are
do
the
have that.
minutes.
Oh, I see, yep, she
And I
had them
think
there.
there's, yeah,
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I just had. Yeah, I have them. I'm just looking for Valerie's report. You gave one me, right?
Yeah, it's in there, so,
You have an extra one there?
yeah.
I will take that back. And I see Jim has it, I just, see that's how people do stuff.
corrections on a piece of paper. I don't know where I had it. Oh, wait, this.
Oh, got it, okay.
Okay, I looked at the 11th meeting.
Yep. Okay, and I don't know if you have any corrections, I have two, well, and Pam Lamb, are you here?
I'm here.
I do believe when it said, Alcoa is looking at putting in a public beach, subject to the resident approval, I don't believe it's subject to resident approval.
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay, so just to take out that out, subject to resident approval. And then the other was just the spelling of, Stajinski, we had, you saw it, yeah. So, that's all I had to change, it's them two things. Jim, do you have anything?
No, I just read it.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Also move to approve the minutes from May 11th of 2026.
And I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passed. Okay, that's the May 11th, and we have the May 23rd, which is a special board meeting. 23rd, that was to set the election date, which is required by law, so. I have read it, I'm good with it,
Okay.
okay?
Yep. Make a motion to approve the special board meeting from May 23rd of 2026.
Yes, okay, I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion passed. Then we had one more special meeting. Sorry for all the special meetings, but, June 4th. So, I have read that, I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the draft of June 4th, 2026 for the special board meeting.
Okay, I second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Alrighty, now then. Okay, the treasurer's financial report. Val, you're on.
Alright, so our bank balance as of May first, between checking, savings, and the CD was $207,817.87. Income for the month, I'm going across the top to the right, the regular savings account, we received $13,597.22 from Russ County for the library. And I immediately took that money and I transferred it to our checking account, as we earn higher interest.
I got a question. I thought we passed that already where all the funds are supposed to go into the checking.
It's kind of a process, Shirley, so Carolyn and I have notified everybody now, and we're just waiting to make sure all the future deposits go into the checking, and then we will close that. So this, Russ County's already confirmed that they've processed everything, so we should, any future monies should go right into our checking.
Okay.
Waste management has to.
Okay, waste
Okay.
management and, state of Wisconsin, I got confirmation from them too, so we should be,
Yeah,
we should be good, just kinda wanna, we
Yeah.
talked about waiting till we got deposits from everybody in the correct account, so.
right, before we close that account,
Right.
but they will be being deposited into them accounts.
Yeah, and then the checking, after that we can close the savings, hopefully,
Okay.
July, August, something like that. Alright, so in addition to that transfer, we received $25 for a building permit from Chris Nyhagen, $15 for a replacement pass from Richard and Carolyn Snyder and Corey Cray, $6,000 from the sale of the tractor, and interest in the month of May of $300.27. So there was no activity in our tax savings, of course, that will remain zero until December. And then our certificate of deposit earned of $106.25. So that was the income. Then going down, our payroll expense for the month was $2,754.18. Non-payroll expenses totaled $6,699.31, and all that's detailed. It's the normal stuff like the electric, the printer cartridges, the Microsoft subscription, telephone bill, and so forth. And I will call out, because I've already been asked about it, we did get a really good deal on stamps. Caroline was able to procure a roll of 100 Forever stamps for $23.99.
Oh my goodness, good job.
So that is correct.
Yep, okay.
And so, good job. We all want to do a connection for
Yeah.
buying our stamps. Okay, so anyway, for total expenses for the month of May, not April, were $9,453.49, leaving us with a total of May 31st, $218,408.12. Any questions?
I just got a quick question. So the certificate of deposit, the 106.25, does that just automatically get put into the checking, added in
It's
with
added
your
into the
figures?
CD.
Oh, the
So
CD.
approves
Oh.
every month.
Okay,
Yeah, so like right
Oh,
now, it's
duh.
33,000 last month.
yeah.
The total was 32,893.91. So that's for that.
Thank you. That was a dumb question, sorry.
Good question.
I'm just curious, on the social security, so the 941 payment, does that go to, why does it go to the Wisconsin Towns Association? Do they process, do they do payroll processing?
Wait, where was that? No?
I probably made an error
$458,
with that, 458.16. I will look, Lynn,
Oh,
I
I
need
see.
to forget
Oh,
to
yeah.
put in the description.
Yeah, that is not the Wisconsin Town Association.
That goes to the IRS.
That's what I figured, but yeah. But I don't know, you know, you sometimes.
No, I'm sure I just made a,
No weird thing.
updated the date description, but forgot to put who the payee was.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
IRS, or, yep, it's all
Okay.
right down here, so. Thank you, I will fix that on here. Any other questions?
Oh, I just have one more quick one. Hopefully a little bit better than the last one. I was just wondering, $547 for orange marking paint. What was
For what?
for
For orange marking paint,
from Russ County Highway? What were?
I mean,
That included, blades for the graders too,
Oh, okay.
and 2 cans of marking paint.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's some pretty expensive.
yeah.
It's two characters,
Yeah, it's the
Tom,
way they're
it's,
reporting.
that's all I.
It cuts
put
it
down in the
off.
report,
Yeah.
so-
Thank you.
I mean, orange is a beautiful color.
Yeah.
Not that expensive.
And blades, I'm just gonna put that on mine too. Okay, thanks for the question, that clarifies stuff on there. Okay, so has the, you guys have exchanged vouchers
Yes,
and verified bank balances.
yep, rebalance.
Balance, okay, good deal. Okay, so now we have Rick Essenbach briefing us on the race across America.
Thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I think most people know me, I'm Rick Assenbach. I've lived in Bruce most of my life until I enlisted in the military, and then took me away, and then I moved back about 13 years ago. So I wish I still lived in Stubbs, but I don't. But I'm also for those that don't know, I'm also the commander of the Bruce Legion. But tonight, I'm actually here to talk about Reese Across America. And if you've been in meetings before, you've seen me here before presenting and talking about the program. I'd like to start off with, again, presenting Stubbs Township with a certificate of appreciation for continuing to support our program in the county. I don't know if anyone attended any of the ceremonies last December, but if you did, you know how bitter cold it was. In fact, my group, we were one of the few in the county that actually made it on that day, and it never got above -16 degrees. So I have a very dedicated group of people, very dedicated Legion. It was pretty impressive. We weren't dressed pretty, we were dressed for warmth. So, but last year, the decision, just bring you up to speed on the program. Last year, the decision was made to separate the Reese Across America organization that was under the Veterans Memorial Association in Ladysmith to avoid conflicts of interest and identity. And now the new program is called the Russ County Reese for Veterans. We're still under the Reese Across America program. It's just our nonprofit is going by the name Russ County Reese for Veterans. I'm not only here as a location coordinator for 8 cemeteries, one of which is Apollonia, but I'm also the vice president of this newly established organization as well. If you're wondering what your donation did, or obviously we had a lot of people that donate, but if you want to know what your donation did last year, wreaths were placed in our county and at Windfall in Exlin, Windfall in Exlin and Radisson cemeteries. We placed altogether 3,156 wreaths across 30 sites and cemeteries in Russ County and those cemeteries in Sawyer County. The community support led our organization to obtaining the distinction of being the 3rd largest sponsor in the state of Wisconsin for the 5th year in a row. And what's even more impressive is we ranked 79th out of 6,489 programs nationwide and overseas.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Very.
And that grew substantially because last year they were sitting at about 3,500. So these programs are growing exponentially across the nation. Last year, the nationwide program placed 3.1 million wreaths on veteran graves by more than 4 million volunteers. So of us, our teams within Russ County being one of them. So on behalf of the Russ County Reese for Veterans, we want to thank you we appreciate your support, and we hope that we can continue to count on your support. And this year's ceremony will be December 19th. The theme is Remember Me. And we encourage you all to attend the ceremony. Hopefully it won't be minus 16 degrees again. And we do provide, every one of our ceremonies, we do provide you to place a wreath on a loved one's grave, if you so wish. So, thank you.
Thank you very
I don't know,
much.
is there any questions for me?
More to that ceremony too, they have a representative from each branch of the military, and they go into that a little bit.
I'm sorry, at where?
They have somebody represent each branch of the military.
Yes.
And then they set a wreath, they actually have a.
Yeah, for my group, and I know the one in Ladysmith, they do as well. We typically try to find, people, the people that place what we call the ceremonial wreaths, which are the wreaths you'll see underneath the flags at the different cemeteries that we do. That's in addition to the ones that we lay on individual veterans' graves. But in front there, we lay a flag that represents every branch of service, along with POW MIA. And we actually, what we try to do, and what I've tried to do, is every one of my people that are participating in helping me out, they all have some connection to veterans. Whether it's a father, an uncle, a sister, a brother, whatever the case may be, they all have some connection to veterans.
It's a pretty impressive ceremony,
Yeah, thank you.
because they shoot off the blanks too. So
Yeah, no, thank you.
it's very nice.
Any other
I've
questions?
never been there. I highly recommend.
All right, well, thank you again.
And
Appreciate
thank
it.
you, Rick. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that being said, we do the donation, so we put that on next month's agenda? Or how?
Yeah, he sends me notes when I find it.
Okay, okay. Okay, now briefing on the library from Trevor Richards.
Hi, thank you. My name's Trevor Richards. I'm the director of the Bruce Library. It's called the Bruce Library, but it's also funded by Stubbs in Atlanta, so we thank you for your support for that. Thursday kicks off our big program for the summer, which runs 8 weeks, encouraging reading by children and adults. And if people of any age read twice a week for 20 minutes, they can come in and spin a wheel, spin the wheel to get a prize. This year we've added a prize for adults and teenagers as well, because they were asking last year. So the adults can track their weekly reading as well. And we count books, newspapers, magazines, anything you're reading. And every book you read at the end of the summer, if you give us a list of everything you've read, you get a raffle. Every book is a raffle ticket for the grand prizes. So we've had a lot of donations this year from local businesses and coupons, things of that nature. A lot of cash donations as well, which has been helpful. Private Financial gave us $500 in gift cards. So the Friends of the Library gave us $800. A local company gave us $300. So we got a lot of support from a lot of local companies. The coffee shop, Gourmet, what's it called again? Gateway Gourmet. Gateway Gourmet, the Express Mart, and so on. So that starts Thursday, every Thursday until July 30th. One of the events is actually going to be at the Legion Hall, because the Village Hall is still under reconstruction. So we have a magic show coming up on the 25th, and then Snake Discovery on the 16th. And there's a list of all the events over there for you to pick up. It's all on the website as well. Monday we have our hopefully first annual dad joke contest. For anybody who likes to tell jokes and feels they're not appreciated by family members can come tell some jokes, and the people there will vote for the worst joke, and that person will get a prize. You do not have to be a dad to come and participate. So that should be different. It's the Monday of the week before Father's Day. Our monthly book review magazine is also over there to be picked up, as well as our fridge maintenance with our hours are over there as well, if you haven't gotten one already. Any questions?
Would you model your shirt for everybody?
Oh, yes. Steinquist didn't read, what happened to that, basically? The theme this summer is unearth a story, but the branding's all dinosaurs. So, yeah.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, now we open bids, can we open it? Open it. So, we have a showroom one.
Did you have announcements from board members?
I think, is that first? Sorry. So, yeah, we'll do that while she's getting it. Announcements from board members, actually the only thing, I was gonna ask Carolyn is, do you have something on from the, announcement from Charmaine about the recycling?
Charmaine Riddle, oh, yeah, there's the annual recycling sweep is this Friday at noon to 4, I think. And it's at the Tony Fire Station, not the usual highway place in
It's at the Tony
Ladysmith.
Industrial site, the lumber, the log site is where it's at,
Oh,
is what they said on the flyer right now.
It's on a thingy outside on the wall
Yeah.
there,
okay.
but it's not in the usual place, it's in
Yeah.
Tony.
Well, can I just ask, like, being we all have access to the landfill, what would we benefit or what's different that we would drive to Tony? Do we know?
I would just look at their list of, stuff, if they'll take electronics, if they'll
Okay.
take, like,
Okay.
toxic
Toxic,
stuff,
yeah,
you know,
fluorescent
oils.
light bulbs,
Okay,
pesticides, herbicides, you know,
Okay.
then things like that
You don't
that
wanna
you
toss
can't
it.
take to the dump.
okay,
Old,
So-
old paint.
Yeah, old paint. So I mean, yeah, pick up a flyer. Is there,
Alright.
do they have a thing in the back there? Okay. Do we have a flyer on it?
We have a flyer on the wall.
Oh, just on the wall?
Oh, do
Okay.
I, a loose one?
Yeah, okay, no. Okay.
Yeah,
But,
anyone
yeah, look on the
interested,
wall
come
there,
and see
and
me we'll-
It's just things that you can't take to the landfill. They take some, I'm not even sure, you'd have to read it.
Outside
Some
of the wall.
outside on the,
It's
board.
usually in the papers,
Oh, okay,
what you can
Yeah,
take.
and I'm sure it's on the county website too,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
So I just want everybody to be aware, because that's this Friday, and it's only once a year here. So, yeah, Heather?
I was just gonna say, and everybody can take a picture of it.
Oh, there we go, technology. You can take a picture of it. That's a good idea.
Leave it to somebody young.
And I mean, this announcement is more to you. Oh, I already did that too, so. No, that's the only thing I had. Is there any,
Are we doing announcements?
yeah, you have from the board members here, so you're after.
Oh, I
yeah.
see, okay.
Okay, so that's really, I just wanted to make sure everybody had that. That's all I have then, so Jim, you have anything?
No.
Okay, so now we open bids. I'll give you the honors, Jim.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look at, so we had a bid for. Okay, we had a bid for shouldering. It was on Piper Road for 2.2 miles to. Oh, this is for both shouldering and the painting of the lines on Piper Road. We-
That's one.
And which one is this, lady?
To go on.
Okay, this is pulverizing, okay. Yeah, Piper Road, last year we did 1.5 inch overlay on the whole road. And so this year we wanted to shoulder it and put the new stripes on it. So we had a bid out for them two things, and then we also had a pulverizing one, just to do some, little bit on Goldout Lane, Sand Hill Road, and Adams Road. So we have that also. So who is this?
That's for Piper, shouldering.
Okay, so, yeah, we only have one bid for each thing, I guess. So from Haas Sons Incorporated, we have a shouldering. By the ton, 1,369 ton, unit price of $23. A total of $31,487.
And that's for which road again?
That is for, shouldering of Piper.
Piper.
Yep, so Piper shouldering, $31,487. That is our only bid for that. And then this,
Is that like 2 foot? 3 foot?
you know what, it doesn't say there, does it?
What?
How many feet, it just says shouldering in the unit
It
price?
just says, shouldering 3/4 base, the number of tons, not the distance, but maybe it says here. No,
Well, didn't you say it was 2.2 miles?
no.
2.2 miles, but I mean, not how
Oh.
wide of a shoulder.
It doesn't say that, no.
When the request for bids was made, was there mentioned how wide?
Actually, I got it right here, so, it actually just says, Town of Stubbs is requesting bids for shouldering of the following road, please bid giving a guaranteed maximum price with unit prices stated for equipment, labor, and materials. Also include insurance information. Piper Road, shouldering, 2.2 miles, center line and edge lines. Sealed bids are due, they'll be open tonight. That's all it says. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, because that's not very explicit, but they're saying they will do it.
Well, they said the center line and to the edge line, correct? Is that,
Yeah, and no, that's for the,
that's for?
yeah, this isn't really clear, that
No,
is
this-
for
this-
the line.
This doesn't say anything about the mileage. This is just,
Shouldering.
shouldering 3/4 inch base for, and the number of tons.
Doesn't even say a road, does it? No, not on this. But
Yeah,
that is
it
what we
does.
have to put us,
Piper-
oh, up there,
Piper Road
okay,
shouldering.
Piper Road. Okay, so we have
I
that.
don't know how critical it is to, you know, to delay it versus rebidding it, or a phone call, to ask if that's the full 2.2 miles, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it does say
How
Piper
crucial is it to
shouldering.
get it done? If it's, we wanna get it done, then we proceed, if not, we would just delay it for 30 days, I suppose, and give them a phone call and ask.
Well, they knew it was 2.2
They did
miles.
know, cause the.
We're talking
invitation
about the
bid-
width from the
Yeah,
edge of the
yeah,
road.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like it's
there's
gonna
no
be a
mention
2
of
foot
width.
shoulder, a 3 foot shoulder?
Yeah, there's no mention of width or shoulder width or length in there.
In either one, so I mean, that's all they could put, is what they thought they would do. And really, in the end, if they use more or less, I do believe they, price it accordingly, it's just the unit price that has to stay the same.
Mhm.
It's an estimated quantity,
Mhm.
so, you know, if we said we wanted it 3 feet wide and normal is 2 feet, you know, then it would be more, I may say normal is 2 feet, it'll definitely be 2 feet.
Yeah,
But, and that is the only bid we got on that one, and we can, yeah, so, should we just go ahead and accept that bid, what do you think? It is the only bid we got, which, I don't know why the county didn't have a bid, I thought they did it, but they didn't send us a bid.
I don't have a
Can we
problem.
make sense by looking at the other bids to see if there's language in those?
Well,
It's,
the other Haas one you have over on your other side there.
Yeah, this is for pulverizing. This is only for pulverizing, and then this one is, oh, it is Farner. This is for striping.
That's for Piper Road.
Yeah, that's for striping,
Yeah.
from Farner. Oh, Farner, cause we thought that Taylor's the only one that did it.
Oh, Farner does striping?
I didn't know that, I guess so.
This one's pretty specific. It says all pavement striping shall be 4 inches wide. The coverage of 15 mil, wet thickness shall be approximately 3.5 gallons per mile of skip line, 17.5 gallons per mile of solid line, approximately 300 to 330 gallons. Drop on reflective beads shall be immediately applied on top of the paint at the rate of 6 pounds per gallon. Price includes zoning, painting, center line painting, there's a pretty specific. Piper Road, Town Line Road to the end of the new pavement, this is approximately 2.04 miles, lump sum $9,500. So that was pretty clear.
Pretty clear, yep,
Could I see the Haas one?
yeah.
Just for a
Yeah,
second.
Oswald, go ahead.
So on the striping, who marks the road then so they know where the no passing lanes, et cetera, go?
See,
Because we used to have the county do that in the past.
right. I mean, I can ask that question, cause it just, I don't know what zoning means. Does zoning mean figuring it out? Zoning, the sections would have to be, is that zoning?
I can't answer that, I don't know.
You know, it says it includes zoning, so does that mean they figure out where it has to be a double yellow line and?
I would think so.
I think that's what that would mean.
Yeah.
I know, and then
That would be
also,
zoning, painting the center line and painting the fog lines.
Yep.
And
a
then the
prerequisite from Taylor County also was that there was a white dot in the middle, like every 50 feet or so they had something to go by.
Yeah. And I'm gonna guess, and we can add, but I'm gonna assume that zoning means they do all that.
Mhm.
And actually,
So I can ask them.
I think we had Brian do that out here for,
Yep, yeah, Brian did it. So I will, all about the zoning.
So on this bid for pulverizing Golod, Sandhill, and Adams, the grading will be done by Frank,
Yes,
and the knockdown will be done by,
what does that mean?
what's?
What does knockdown mean when they're pulverizing?
Like make it level?
Do they have a pile and they knock it down?
Oh, it's a little irregular, I imagine that just means
They said no knockdown, but
flowing.
Frank would take care of that.
Yeah,
And then no water truck. I don't know if there's ever been dust on that road. I don't know. You know, I don't think that would be an issue for no water truck that I'm aware of.
We'll see and look at the unit price difference.
Yeah. Yeah, Adams Road is cheaper, but it's a longer.
It's a lot more.
Distance, and
Mhm.
this one is, the most expensive is the shortest one. But there's no mention there of distances, but, you know, as long as we have the road flagged from point A to point B, that's the road, they go by the highway map, that would be sufficient.
Wait, what?
Who put the bids out? Who made the bids?
Brad did.
Brad,
Brad,
Okay.
I guess, would have done that. But here's another, I mean, I copied these to put in here. The pulverizing is here. The pulverizing is listed as Golot Lane,
Okay.
0.25 miles, Sand Hill.
Well, if they bid
According to that,
to this, then they're liable to this,
yes,
because this is what the bid was.
yep.
So they can't give us
Oh.
a bid for something different.
Well, look at this bid now. This is the third one. That's kinda, now that tells you the shouldering.
Oh, okay, the invitation to bid Piper Road shouldering 2.2 miles by 3 feet wide, 3/4 gravel.
Yeah.
That's for that.
And then I don't understand why this one has that too.
is that from a different one? Different,
No, it's Piper Road shouldering. No,
They're,
right, is it still from,
they're identical, these
Haas?
are the same,
is it from Haas? Same?
yeah,
no,
aren't they?
wait. Where is that?
They're the
Where
same.
did you, it doesn't say about the 3 feet wide in the gravel.
Oh, okay, this one
This one
says
does.
3 feet wide, this one said, you're right, this one says 2.2 miles from the center line and edge lines.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense. to
Which
me.
one was in the paper?
All of these were in the paper.
we ran three
Yep.
bids in the.
They were all in the paper. I just,
I think I can get the actual thing that ran out.
okay, yeah, I mean, I know
Well, this one, if it goes by this one, it's very specific.
it is, and this must,
Annie, I'm sorry, was the striping 9,400 you said?
9,500
Thank you.
for the striping.
Thanks.
Yeah, so, yeah, 95 for that. Shouldering. So
So these are the,
these are the only bids that we got. So, So, we gotta figure out. The striping is $9,500, I don't know if there's anybody else that does it anyway, so I would say either we're gonna stripe it or we're not, and
Yeah, I
it's
think that
$9,500.
we can proceed with that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid from, Farner
Mhm.
for the, striping of the town road. In this case, it would be for Piper Road.
Okay, and I will second that. I'm sorry, Carolyn was gone. Jim, okay, so Jim made a motion to approve the, are you ready?
Hold on.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So this is the one here.
Yeah,
Okay, Jim made a motion to,
approve the bid from Farner, F-A-H-N, never mind, that was wrong, F-A-H-R-N-E-R, for pavement striping of Piper Road for $9,500.
okay.
Jim made the motion and we vote on it now, so. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay.
So, that's that one. Okay, then, let's do this one, the shouldering. Then that's 3 feet of shouldering now,
According to
Yeah.
what was listed right underneath
Right here.
I put it right,
right here. Oh,
yeah, right
Yep.
here. Yeah, 3 feet of shouldering. Did you find the original bid that was in the paper?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
it's in there with all the stuff that Lady Smith News sent me.
Yeah, this is very confusing that,
Let me see if I have the document that I
Okay.
sent them.
That would make it
yeah,
easier.
then we'll know for sure that that's what we're getting.
And the other one is for the pulverizing,
Yeah,
and I think we could proceed with, I suppose, with that one.
yeah, that is,
That's pulverizing Golod, Sand Hill, and Adams Road.
yep, Yeah.
And there's, and the other things would be that, it doesn't include the knockdown or the grading or the water, so we,
right, Frank, you can do the grading, you always do, right? When we pulverize? And then knock down whatever that means, so, no water over there,
don't knock down the trees.
yeah. So, yeah. I think we
It's
can-
kinda hard
Okay,
to get between them, though, it's all four blades on that road.
can we go ahead with this one?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the pulverizing of Golot, Sand Hill, and Adams Road to Haas for a total sum of $13,757.30.5.
Seriously?
Jim's never serious. I will second that.
It's the first time I've ever been
All
ignored
in
in my
favor?
life.
Okay, what was that for?
The,
Pause.
yeah, the pulverizing
Pulverize.
of Golot Lane, Sand Hill Road, and Adams Road.
Pulverize.
For $13,757, you can have this estimate, that's what we approve. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. We have the,
And then that one we're just waiting on.
yeah, this is the shouldering, yeah, we're waiting on Carolyn to find that, so we'll wait a bit on that. And, then Carolyn, if you wanna try to find that so we can, or you are finding it on your computer, I guess.
Yeah,
You would have sent the bid by email, correct?
yeah, I would have attached a Word document to.
Okay. So, that's all then.
You logged in online to the Lakeville News, I don't know what to find it under though, it's basically, I searched Stubbs road bids, is that what?
Yeah, legal
Oh,
notice
you know,
and
this is-
stuff.
okay, I'll tell people.
And then, yeah, so we'll skip the notes, Carolyn just now. We'll just move on and come back to that.
Okay,
The status of the sale of the fuel tank with the pump and the containment tank. So I called Brad and he didn't get it listed on that Wisconsin site for auction site. So we have to, it's still sitting out here. If we wanna list it for sale somewhere, we're gonna have to do that. So it's the old, how big is that tank?
600 gallon,
600-gallon tank. It's not a line tank, it's not a double wall.
just a single wall tank.
Yep, and it has a concrete containment tub and the pump. So, anybody wanna buy it? So I don't know if we would wanna try to put that on Facebook. Brad did then send me the, that auction site. I've never dealt with any of that stuff, to tell the truth, but, do we wanna put it on Facebook? Do we wanna advertise it out here? How do we wanna get rid of that thing? Word of mouth?
I don't know who would, who you market it to,
There's not too many people.
you know,
What kind of fuel?
Well, it was a diesel fuel tank.
So you couldn't put regular gasoline in it, or you could?
probably
Oh,
not.
Oh, I think
I
you
don't know.
could.
Oh, yeah, you
You'd wanna
could.
rinse it out. Yeah, that
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt
But
anything.
you could put a bunch of gas in it at the current rate.
Yeah, if you could afford it, yep.
Does WTA charge to list stuff in their magazine?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because that would get a lot of exposure.
It'd get exposure, but a town isn't gonna buy it. Anyway, that's town exposure. I would say you're not gonna get a town to buy a used tank, cause the double wall tanks are what you want now,
Right.
you know? You don't want a single wall tank. And then you have that great big concrete tank to haul around.
Well, that takes care of, I mean, that was meant to take care of it being a single wall, right? That-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be able to load it and haul it now.
Right.
I think this is.
Just a thought.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good thought, but I don't think it's.
I know what we can do.
What can we do?
Put it out by the road and put a free sign on it.
There you
See
go.
who snaps it up.
No, my neighbor will take it. And I'm serious.
Oh, that one,
Yeah,
Okay.
no, don't put a free sign on.
Okay, Carolyn
Yes.
found the bridge, we'll go back to that then and get
So
that done.
I think you had a question on the shouldering?
Yes.
Yes,
We were bidding Piper Road shouldering 2.2 miles by 3 feet wide,
Okay.
3/4 gravel, and that's what went in the paper.
It did, okay, so even if they both went in, that was in there,
okay,
okay.
then I'll make a motion to approve the hospital for the shouldering of Piper
Don't
Road
need 3 feet.
for $31,487.
Okay, I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. There's been all that stuff off of these then, and they each have their certificate of insurance with it. So,
One thing I wanna make sure is you get it shouldered before your farmer paints the lines on it.
oh, good point. Okay, yeah, and actually I wanted to take them and call them.
Well, a lot of times we found that they don't paint the lines till late. You know, when they come and paint their lines, a lot of
Yeah.
times it was late
I'm
in
just
fall.
saying,
Yeah,
you don't wanna,
so we'll check the
lines on there,
timeline on that when they have a contact.
Yep, I'm gonna put that
cause they'll
on.
dump the gravel right on the edge of the blacktop. And scrape
Right.
half the
And
lines
scrape it off.
and roll it all in the shoulder.
And just a question, Tom, how is that road doing that we,
It's got some cracks, but that's just normal,
yeah, okay.
so.
3 feet is probably more than would be required, where you only got that 1.5 inch drop there. 2 feet would be adequate.
I think the reason that, if I remember right, I think when Brad mentioned that, the county was only, their machine only does 3 feet.
I think that they did say,
That's
Oh,
what he said. But then the county never even bid on it.
yeah, then they didn't even bid. So, I don't know. Okay, that's another good point. So I am going to, where's the bids? Okay, ask about, so do you think, you know, that would be something maybe we could say, well, what if we just do 2 feet
Places on that road.
Yeah.
instead of 3? I mean, it's by the ton that they're selling. I can be,
You know, we could just ask them if, I can call and ask them if you'd like.
Yeah,
You know,
I would.
the time on which one here, on this one here?
Nope, that's not the call, but.
Kill him, cut it in half.
Actually, Carol, I'll have you make copies of this before we get done, so, Jim can take these home, then a copy of. And, which one
Yeah,
is
so
that? Shouldering, right here.
we're looking at shouldering of 2 feet versus 3, so then our tonnage would go down.
Yeah. And they have the unit price, so we just get charged for however many ton they
Okay.
use. Either way, they used to estimated
Okay,
quantity.
I'll give them a call.
Okay, that would be
I
great.
can ask them, see what they.
And then, as long as you're doing that, do you wanna call the other two? That would be great, Jim, and tell them that,
Them,
and then you can ask them when they're gonna
About
do
the, I
that shouldering.
would ask about that, the putting the gravel down versus painting.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll inquire about it.
one has to get done
the
before the
timeline.
other, yeah,
Okay.
and they're two different companies, but, okay, good. So we took care of all them, then?
Oh, I didn't get my announcement.
Oh, yes,
You skipped 10.
I just have, 2 announcements. One is on the 7th of July, there is the recall election. That'll be happening all day here in the town hall. The August election is on the 11th. You might think it's earlier, but it's not, it's the 11th. And that's the, general primary. So it's the one where you come and you vote for your party and you pick which guys you want to run from your party. So there's a lot of people, you might wanna go online and look them up and see what you know about them and what you don't. All the guys that put up information, vote for them, you know, or however you do it. But that's my announcement.
okay, thank you,
There's still a recall election if
yes.
there's still an election.
You still have to have a recall election, cause it was already announced
It's
and,
already in motion.
yeah, it was already in motion.
But Pam will not be on the ballot because she resigned before she had to be.
Heather?
So for somebody to run for that, is it already past the date for turning in your?
Actually, no, tomorrow's
If you
the,
have paperwork
Oh.
with 40 signatures, you can turn it in to me by 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh. Well, don't worry about me.
You're right.
okay, so now we're back to, we're getting caught up here, back to that fuel tank, containment tank. What are we gonna do with that thing? Craig, you guys, what do you think? I mean, I don't,
Well, I don't know
do you remember what we
if
paid for
anybody's
it?
gonna want that concrete tank.
I don't think anyone.
Make good grip wrap, you smash it up with a wall and get rid of it.
Yeah.
What I would suggest.
Okay,
Could the
That steel
landfill?
tank, that's-
Yeah,
It's in good
I don't,
shape.
the fuel tank was a shot at, but I don't know.
But it's a single wall tank, and I think,
There might be fires.
I think there's a period where you can still grandfather in with a single wall tank with containment. But I think there may be a couple more years on that, and then after that, you can't do it anymore.
oh, okay, cause actually they, I think it's up to 1,000 gallon, you don't have to have a containment tank. And this is 600.
Yeah, I know there's a size limit, I
Yeah.
thought it was like 500, but.
Oh, and maybe it's 500, that's why this one had a containment tank, yeah.
that-
So,
maybe not.
Would the landfill have any use for that, do you think?
I don't think so. I just, So maybe we should just list it as a tank with the pump. And I mean, the pump is worth something, if it works good, that's worth something for sure.
Nobody knows anymore.
Yeah,
I know that tank ain't easy to move, cause we own it.
you mean the concrete tank.
Yeah.
That thing is heavy.
So I mean, nobody would have, that wouldn't be a requirement that they take it, we just smash it up
We
and,
unloaded it with the unloader, and
okay.
it's heavy.
Well, does anybody know how to, we could put it like on Facebook once. and
Take it
see.
down to your place to put, use it for a water tank for your cattle.
Somebody might use it for a stock tank,
That's about it.
but it's awfully heavy.
Cattle
Oh,
won't-
that concrete tank.
That
Yeah,
concrete.
your cattle won't move it.
Oh, there you go. Actually, if you could bring it down with the front end loader, maybe I could do that. It's not far. But should we just try putting it on Facebook maybe?
Never know, maybe somebody
That or an ad in the paper.
interested.
Why don't you put it on Marketplace?
Yeah,
Facebook
that's what
Marketplace.
Facebook Market
Yeah.
does, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty popular thing. We could try that. Does anybody know how to do that?
What?
Oh, good. We got someone that knows how to do that.
Sounds good to me.
So what should we ask for?
Someone get me pictures of.
Why don't you put best offer?
Yeah,
Offer.
Just best offer?
best offer.
Okay, just best offer and
Yep.
it's right out back here somewhere. You can snap a shot. And best offer and, and then we'll just leave it on till next month and then, is that what we do?
Like you do the same thing with the tank then, put that out there too that way?
I just talked to Greg Drous, he said he might be interested in it.
Oh. Yeah,
He says, what do you want, what do they want for these?
So make an offer.
Yeah.
make an offer. Yeah.
So
Tell
how
them
does
to
he
make
do
an
that?
offer.
Just send take a look at it and make an offer?
Talk to Annie, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, why don't we, yeah, we write it down here and, so, yeah, just tell them to call and make an offer.
How many gallons is it? He was asking that and stuff.
600,
I suppose it could get.
single wall, and he can come and take a look at it with the pump on it,
Okay.
And if he's not interested, then put it on that.
then put it
marketplace.
on. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, and he's a town.
Tell them the
Tell-
tank, the concrete deal goes with it.
yeah, he
As
probably,
a water tank.
He would probably take it.
yeah,
But it's 600
he would
600
probably
gallons.
take that, he does all,
all.
he would take the whole thing.
Yeah. Concrete,
Yeah,
finish
the
left
cement.
over on the side.
I'll let him do it.
Oh. Good. But I think he would take it. Okay, Carolyn, did you obtain a 1998 international truck title?
I did, but it's in the mail.
Okay, as soon as it gets here, would you let Craig know then?
Mhm.
And then you can let Weyerhaeuser know that they can come and pick up their truck.
Yeah, I can let them know
Okay,
too, when she lets me know.
Yeah.
Do we sign it, or we don't sign it?
yeah, we would have to sign it over. Yeah, we'd have to sign it. So just,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
when,
gotta sign it over.
when you get it, just let us know and we'll get it done then.
Have to sign it and put the mileage on it and
Yeah,
what you got for it.
Verify it all.
Okay,
Cause
then
the
we
state
have
will,
the
state
cemetery
will
maintenance
charge
grant,
the
Carolyn,
village, whatever.
what was,
There's a fee involved when they, I
oh,
think,
is that what you gave us?
yeah, there's a one-time registration fee.
yeah.
Well, there's two things. There's
That's
this,
up to them.
this outfit that did a whole survey of the veteran graves in Apollonia and also in the Catholic cemetery across the way, but I didn't know that we're not, Catholic cemetery isn't for us, so they tossed it in the quote at the bottom. But they're offering to do all this, straightening and digging out and flattening and doing all this cleanup of the graves to make them basically like new. And it's a hefty chunk of change that they're asking for. As far as the grant goes, we apply for like the percentage of, the number of veterans we have versus the number of the rest of the people there. That percentage is then a percentage of what we spend on the cemetery, and then we're supposed to send something to the county, and, I think we have to give them a heads up. When we turn something in this year, it will be for next year's grant.
Okay,
So, you know, we wouldn't get a check right away, we wouldn't get it till next year.
okay, so, is that something you can do?
Yeah,
or-
I can like verify that with Connie and stuff. And again, this was based
You-
on
you saw
their
this,
take on what was needed there. I wasn't sure, like, I was there and my in-laws are on there. And, you know, yeah, the edges of the lawn are starting to creep up on the little plaque thing, you know, they have the flat
Yep.
thing. But it's not like disappearing, like the ones closer to the front of the cemetery, when you walk in, those are older graves, they're from the 40s and from earlier than that. And the ground is swallowing them, so it would be, you know, a useful thing to be scraping off the dirt and digging them out and stuff. So,
And this is, see, there's kind of a grant that you can get for taking care of veterans' graves. And Brad had contacted, I don't know why it says Dear Brian, but Brad had contacted these people. And this is what Carolyn gave us tonight. So this would be something that he would do, this would just be the veterans' graves, but like she said, it would
Right.
include the Catholic side too, which is
Well,
not ours.
yeah, that's not ours, we don't have anything to do with that.
yeah, so
Right.
Because
he has two different quotes there, so
Yeah.
that,
The church wanted to take over that cemetery, which we allowed them to do so.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a request to take it over, and we felt the liability was better to not address, so we let them take it. So we don't really have anything to do with that, that's pretty much their choice if they wanted to do that.
Okay, so we offered, so the bottom one is for the Catholic cemetery then,
Right,
and the top one is for our cemetery.
yeah, the price, they said $42.37.
Okay, yep,
yeah. that sounds about
and, I don't know, I mean, and see, we were doing this cause maybe this grant would cover part of it.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'd wanna know that they are.
I would probably wanna send something to the county saying, we would like to do this, here's how much it costs, we think.
And see what the amount of the grant would be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Let's
more
do that.
more prudent, I think,
Yeah, cause that's quite a bit of money.
Not that we don't wanna do it, but if we
Right.
get assistance in that, we can always contribute to that.
4,237
Yeah, $4,237.
for the Apollonia side.
Yes.
How many veterans are there?
Well,
Yeah.
they list the stones up above, but I don't know, I don't,
Rick actually
Mildred and
counted
Paul
them.
Loop.
I know.
I don't know if it's the Apollonia side or if it's both sides.
I'm thinking it must be both sides.
It says, to level, replace the foundations if needed, clean all stones. Some have a matching bronze or stone next to them for a significant other, those will be restored as well. And the bid's $56.50. We're giving a discount of 25% off, so then it goes down to $42.37. But then he said 19 stones with the possibility of not needing new foundations. Once we remove the current foundations, should the foundation be in good condition, a discount will be given for the cost of a new foundation included in this bid. And the savings for these 19 foundations could be $12.40. So we'd have to find out if all of those that are listed are in the Apollonia side, and I don't know that.
I don't either.
It doesn't, I thought he
And-
specified that, oh yeah, here's the Catholic side.
Well, just down here, why, I know it's the Catholic cemetery across the street.
Rick went and counted the graves, and he said there's a total of 59, 34 of them are veterans and 25 are spouses of those
Okay,
veterans.
so 7, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Total of 59 graves.
Oh, wow, and they only have 28 here.
I know, so it's either they didn't.
We
know
gotta,
that
and
they
who is
were
this
looking
from?
at it.
There's nothing on here, is it? Oh, wait.
There's a little
There's a
thumb
number.
drive that came with it.
Oh, okay. Nathan with, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'd have to get a little more information, so we will do that. And, yeah, let's do that and look into it, because if they'll help pay for it, that would be a great thing. And otherwise, I know that one year Craig and Tom straightened graves and a bunch of volunteers, we went out and washed graves and
We straightened a lot of them, but it's been a few years now.
Yeah.
There's some that need it
again.
for sure.
So, okay, we'll look into this more then. Okay, table it till next meeting then. Okay. Clearing the tubes embankment. So, we got a letter from the insurance, I had asked insurance about, that. Brad was, I don't know, he was gonna get, a quote from somebody, and I think he said they decided not to do a business, so. Anyway, I had talked to someone that would cut the trees down anyway for free, and, you know, if we could get help to pick up the branches and such. So, I don't know if we wanna do that option, just have someone come in and cut down, there's only, what, Craig, 5 big,
There's not too many big trees.
Yeah,
Most of it's smaller stuff.
yeah. And so actually it was Frank Weiner, he said he'd come and, he said check with your insurance, but he'd come and cut it down anyway for free. And, the one is a maple by the water and it's got like 5 trees on it.
That's like a cabbage, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the biggest one, it's right.
At the
close
water,
to the creek.
yep. And so that would, the rest are no big deal at all,
Smaller,
yeah. It isn't much. So, and then I have someone that stopped by when I was looking at it and they live just close to there and they said they'd be happy to help clean it up there too. So I can find his name. But, and then Frank said we'd probably have to cut it in 2, you know, cut it, clean it up, and then he'd come back and cut the 2 that would fall in the water.
Okay.
Something like that too, but he would be happy to do that. And our insurance said, as long as it's directed by the town, you know, the volunteers would be covered too.
Okay.
So,
Bob has a question.
yeah,
I think the biggest concern would be the tube that's 1.5 feet up in the air. I mean, if we're gonna get down there to do any kind of work, then somebody, the township's obviously responsible for getting that tube back where it belongs. And that's gonna have to be excavated out with probably some type of backhoe and drop the tube down.
right, I think, I don't know if we have that, I think we have that on here somewhere else, didn't we? Oh, no, that was in the minute. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is just for clearing, this is something that the,
Several years back, I remember of it, the DNR wanted that stuff cleaned off of the embankment.
right,
They don't have to go back in the woods, but the embankment and then down to the creek there by by the tubes.
It was quite an elaborate process when we did the remapping of the floodplain with the Corps of Engineers. And we worked with Parmley out of Ladysmith. They had a requirement to clean the embankment and cut the brush on both sides of the embankment, the entire distance of it.
Yeah.
Which is surprisingly long.
Yeah, that's quite a strip.
And we own a lot of property on both sides of the road. We haven't really done that. And Morgan and Parmley gave us a report as to what had to be done. And I don't know if I ever read anything about readjusting the tubes in terms of the height or that. We did have them inspected.
yep,
And we had them inspected on a regular basis and they said they were fine. But, and I don't know if the tubes were installed to be the same height or
Yeah,
not.
you can see what happened, it must have been a frost
Intake.
heave or something, the
The
one
intake
just tipped
on
up.
On the one that's
Yeah,
obviously heaved.
and what makes it,
Water ordinarily doesn't even go through them.
right, what makes it work though is if the other tube, if they're cleaned out and the front from the debris is out, and you take care of the beaver dam, you know, that's a major function. That beaver dam is pretty elaborate, and it can hold back a tremendous amount of water, and that's why water doesn't flow through there. And we go through Bob's property, and I've taken it out on a fair number of times in the course of the years, so.
Take out the beavers.
I don't, yeah, well, that's what we actually paid a bounty, way back when I was on the board, we paid, at that time, I thought it was $30 extra. And that was quite a few years ago to have someone trap the beaver out on a regular basis. And that's the one thing that works really well to do that. You know, I think it would be prudent to continue that process in doing that, and, to take out and drop the entire tube would be a pretty big cost.
Not the entire tube, it's just the end of it.
The end of it, yeah, and that's something we certainly can ask Morgan and Parley, how do we do that? Cause they're the engineers, they'd be the people who would tell us how to do that. To dig it out, cut it, I don't know, it's one large tube, so I don't know how that would work if you were to drop it down, would that impact the structure of the remaining tubes, so I don't know.
Yeah, we'd have to, I wouldn't have a clue, so, but we can talk to Margaret and Farley and see
It's
what.
only gonna come into play if we have a major event, and then it's gonna take a couple weeks longer for the lake to drain,
Yeah,
okay? That's the problem. Even when we hit the last several years ago, I mean, we had 3 feet of water on my road and 2 feet on the
Yeah.
town road. And that was because the river went down, but it still took forever to drain the lake. And
yeah,
the tubes were even then. Now that one went up probably the last 2 winters,
The last couple of years is when it's really.
it just tipped off. And that's like a foot and a half higher than the other one.
Every year.
Yeah,
we
so,
certainly can ask them,
Yeah,
and see what they think to adjust that.
Sure,
this thing that was put in 67,
somewhere in there.
67.
Yeah,
that's,
It was finished at
yeah,
67.
that's
It started in
that's quite a
67.
few years. No maintenance, really.
Yep. Okay, we can ask about that. And then as far as the trees go, the clearing,
you have the volunteers, you said.
Craig
Do
said
we
he
need
would cut.
a motion to go ahead and do that, or just?
We would, because if it's gonna
Oh,
be
for the
any
insurance purpose.
volunteers,
Okay,
it has to be, by board
and
inspection.
who's gonna do the cutting, Frank?
Well, Frank Weinert said he would go in and cut them, the other ones are pretty easy, but that
Okay.
one on the water would be a little bit more difficult, I guess.
Okay.
But he said he would
Okay,
volunteer
well,
to do
let's-
that.
I'll make a motion to have him do that.
Annie, is that taking out the beaver dam too?
No, that's just this is just clearing the embankment.
Yeah, that's,
Okay,
we
no.
only own on both sides
So
of the
who's
tubes.
responsible for the beaver dam? The people on the lake?
Well, the people, that's kind of a good question. Generally speaking, that would be a good task for the Lakes Association to have its members go out and take that out on a regular basis. And you can't take out just 4 feet of it, you have to take it out from one end to the other. And I've taken it out 3 or 4 times in the course of a year. The last few times Sherm Salter has helped me take it out quite a bit. And they built it back within a week. And that's why there's no water draining right now, I'm assuming that dam is back there. But to get rid of the problem, you gotta get rid of the beaver. And to me, we need to make sure to trap it, make it worth someone's effort. To me, if there's a several $100 cost, it's worth it because it controls the water of the lake, controls the boat landing, the fluctuation. And if any of us had to go and take out the beaver dam, it's about a 4-hour job and you work your ass off and you get wet. And the last time Sherm's son helped, he was going downstream. So it's,
Because you open that up, that water starts moving.
and it's dangerous. If you can't go by yourself, you have to have other people, cause if your leg gets caught and you go under, they've gotta somehow remove the brush and get you out real quick, cause it flows pretty fast. And that takes care of a lot of the high water. It doesn't take all of it out, like if the tubes were low, but even adjusting the tubes, if we were to lower the tubes, it still wouldn't work because we still have a beaver dam.
Right.
It won't do any good.
Well, right, that's what I was saying, cause when I was down there this spring, it wasn't flowing that fast through either one of the culverts, and yet the lake was stuck
My guess
high.
it's still there, I haven't
Okay.
gone back there or anything, but.
Well, would we wanna consider, I think last month, I don't remember how the motion was worded, but we had John Runstrom, whatever the name of his company is.
Oh, we have the rents from Land Solutions or something.
Yeah.
We've approved them to remove beaver whenever they see them or something.
Right.
So he should go probably, if we approve that?
well, we approved that for Norwegian Road, I believe,
Oh, okay.
was it Norwegian and
Piper.
right of way, but,
Sandpiper.
oh, and Piper.
And
I thought it
further
was for.
You know what?
It was for any.
You said
I would be
Craig will contact, you
Oh,
gave
yeah.
him permission
Yes,
It just
to
says
contact John
trap
Rostrom.
beaver.
yeah,
We
Yeah.
give them beaver trap.
we got John Rundstrom trapped in several places.
Yep.
Where we had a problem.
and I think we still owe him for Norwegian Road, I think, he hasn't sent a bill yet, I don't think, he did for right of way. But, so maybe, you know,
But
Craig, you just wanna
he has
contact him
blanket
and
approval
include,
to
The one
trap.
thing you gotta get the permission from the landowner for
Well,
him to
that-
go out there and do.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the
You
next
gotta
thing,
get
yeah,
that-
we have to ask Bob if it's, cause
that-
that's,
Oh,
we
that's
go through
Piper
Bob
and
and
my land,
Markowski's
so I give him
property.
permission.
He's right there.
Permission granted.
I'm just saying, just.
okay, make note, Bob
Piper
Rakowski
owns
said.
my land.
Do you own
so
on
that's
both,
my
Bob, do you
land.
own on both sides of that, yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't, I don't know if it's even accessible from the other side, I don't know, I don't think so, it's all swamp.
Be tough.
Snakes, dragons, alligators, it's vicious.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
So,
Actually do it.
so we should probably just motion then to approve John Runston to take care of beaver wherever we need him.
Yes,
And, at either Craig, you know, Tom's instruction or one
We
of us.
did that
We
last
already
month.
did that. We've already.
Okay,
had
is that
a
how
motion
it's
on the
worded
books
though?
that says
Yeah.
Number
they're
13
okay
on
to
the
trap
agenda.
beaver. It's,
Okay. As long as it
and while
covers
they're
it.
looking for that, maybe we should have something from the Lakes
Oh, yeah.
Association, because I don't know if the town's responsible, I don't think the county's responsible. If we threw a couple trout in there, we could get the DNR to say, well, it's a trout stream, and they would take care of it, but I don't think that would work, so.
John, can you catch some trout?
So I think, you know, if you can get, it doesn't have to be on holidays, it can be any time.
No,
You know, they would be the people that
it's up to
would,
them. if
would
they
benefit
actually-
significantly, and anybody who
Any-
fishes the lake,
That's my question is do you want, so the town is relieving themselves from getting rid of the beaver dams, and we can present it at the next meeting, or
Yeah.
get people lined up to
yeah. and-
remove the beaver dam if
Because
it's a
if-
Lake Association responsibility.
Yeah, they would take care of that, then, and with John taking the beaver out and trapping them, then you're done, but he'd have to keep it year after year going back in there. Cause one time they, down below the Wonder Spot, when Jeff Hutchin owns it, I thought Jeff cut it down 15 trees, and it wasn't Jeff cutting down 15 trees, the beaver had cleared a lot of his trees down by the water. And had taken them all out, and when they come in and they wanna build, they can devastate, an area.
They can-
Now, with that said, like you said, you get some novices in there, you can wind up drowning. So then we can't leave that open to anybody.
Right,
Permission
but,
on the
you know,
property.
if they're open to guidance, you know, Sherman, I
Oh.
can certainly tell them how to do it,
How not to do it, and how to do it.
you know, and how not to do it, and because sometimes you take, claw rakes, you can take a shovel, you know,
Dynamite?
you start in the middle a little bit, and you work on one side or the other, and once you take it out, it's not too bad, but if you just jump in, you know, and it's only 2 or 3 people, then you got problems, but if you have, I would say 6 people, and if they're younger, they could tear it out pretty quick, providing they're not celebrating and drinking ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Okay, oh, yeah, then the Lakes Association would look at doing that.
You'll take care of the animals and we'll take care of the house.
Yeah,
There you go,
yeah,
okay.
and encourage people to wear beaver hats and beaver coats.
Make it worth their while.
Okay, next question though, when are you gonna have, is it John, you said, come
Yeah.
in and take care of the beaver, because we could tear the house down, if the beavers aren't out of there, it's gonna go right back in.
Well, if we pay him,
And he charges what he charges, I can't remember what it was, 65, what was it?
I think it's 60.
I
60?
think it is, yeah.
well, we would just ask him if he'd trap them and we pay him now. And I think there's a time when the pelts are worth more.
They're not worth nothing.
Then now
Right.
we're
They're
done.
not worth, even during the
That's
fall,
why-
they're not worth
No,
anything.
So then we would just pay him, you
Just
know,
pay.
whatever, and if there's a cost associated per pelt, you know, if an additional cost of time, believe me, it's a lot easier to have him do it than going out and taking out a dam. A lot easier.
Okay,
Like Jim said, if you don't trap them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't, you're gonna have the problem all the time.
Mhm.
I had them trapped in a mine, and they're gone, but, before that, every other day, I had to go out there and tear them out.
Mhm.
oh, yeah,
Well, that was my question, is when is he gonna have them trapped, because it doesn't pay for us to
Right.
do
Well, I
it.
think if you talk to John, then find out
He's
if he
busy,
can
so
do
it's
it
hard
as
to
soon as
say.
he can. Once he goes back there and checks it, then we can go from there.
right, cause he'll check the traps and I don't know how long it is, once you don't get one for a while, then they assume it's done, so.
Yeah, and it might take, you know, he might, say, well, he could trap him, he didn't get anything, you take out the dam, then they put the dam back in. So it might take a year of taking out the dam, but, you know, I've taken it out 4 times, if not more. I've taken it out in November. A little cold, but, you know, I've gone in November and taken it out, and that takes care of it, because then it's too late for them to build the dam across, and it's freezing, so it doesn't work, but. So they may have to take out the dam a couple times in the course of a year, until we can get the sequence of trapping set.
You want the low water level down, you gotta take the dam out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, for the water, so, okay.
Okay.
Okay, good, then let's see, the status on closure of Martindale Road, Caroline.
So all the paperwork on Martindale Road has been filed, the Register of Deeds has the copy, the Highway Department has a copy, they don't know what to do, but they've got. And the DOR,
DOT.
DOT, yeah, the DOT told me where to send it, and I sent it, and they said, thank you very much, and so we'll make sure we make a squiggle on our map when we send it back to them.
Yep. Okay, so that one's all done. And the status on the ACH switch, which I guess Val kinda updated us already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I
So-
think Waste Management was the holdout, but they finally succumbed.
Okay, so probably, once we get a deposit for sure from all of them and it's in the right place, then we'll close the other.
Yep.
Okay, that is all done then. So, road business now. So, what is the road crew got to give us tonight?
I don't have anything, I guess.
Okay, so, number one then, or after that is discuss a replacement sign and post for Hubbard Road, the post is
Oh,
gone
no,
too.
well, everything's gone,
The
but
stole, the sign, the post, the whole works. That's normal, we have 3 or 4 of those a year usually.
Yeah,
So we just need to replace
we
them.
just need to replace that,
Okay.
so,
Do you still grease them?
Yeah,
And they still take them?
and that's helped some.
It's too bad we can't
The
electrify
last
them.
one, they put all the grease on it. They pulled the sign and the post, and I found it a quarter mile down the road in the swamp. They must have got sick and tired of their grease.
yeah.
We'll keep greasing them, but if I could figure out a way that we could electrify them, a little jolt.
Well, that would be nice.
Just put up a little, real little sign, electrified.
Yeah. But the solar fence are way up high.
Then Hutchinson, Norwegian Road and Stiles, that sign's been gone for a couple of years. They took that, the whole thing too.
Yeah.
I just figured that wasn't real urgent, because you gotta make a right turn there.
Anyway, yeah,
Probably should have a sign there too.
well,
For Stiles?
Intersection of Stiles
Stiles.
and
The Norwegian
and
Road.
Norwegian Road.
in the one that says Styles then.
Okay.
Okay, well, we might as well get them posted, and do we have posts or do we need to order
I've
posts?
got posts,
Okay,
but I'll have to have Caroline order a few parts. I'm getting low on those.
okay,
I can tell her, give her a list
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
from Lang.
do we need a Norwegian sign as well as Hubbard sign
Yeah,
for the intersection?
I'll make you a list of what
okay,
we need.
okay, so, motion to replace the signs at Hubbard Road and Norwegian and
Stiles?
Styles Road.
I'll second it.
I will second that. Motion, or, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Discuss limiting cultivation in the right of way. And I mean, this is in particular to, River Road and Paul Lane.
Okay.
So the farmer there is, you know, cultivating right up to the edge of where you drive. And, I guess I feel it should be back a little ways, it shouldn't be right up to the edge. You know, you can't grade the road, there should be some grass in between there, so that, you know, there's no washouts or whatever. So, I actually did go over to, Siskin Lane, they have the same situation where it's flat, and they just got done planting over there, and on one side, they left 9 feet, and the other side, they left 7. You know, they didn't go right up to the edge of the road there. So, I mean, I guess I want to talk about that, see how far away from the, you know, how much right away we wanna save for maintaining for ourselves.
Well, I would say when you grade, Frank, how much room is needed to be appropriate for the road to be a good road and plow? What do you guys think?
Well, the road, travel part of the roadway doesn't have to be that wide, but everything planted right to that.
So,
There's no place to, when you feather the gravel out, if you leave a little ridge, you sell it in the road.
so it should be at least 4 to 5 feet more on each side of the road?
There should be a little buffer there.
So,
They don't have to plant it right up to the edge of the gravel.
so,
Aren't there any stipulations on
Yeah.
what should be?
Actually, the, so, I know on Cisco Lane, I measured the roadway is 20 feet, which Paul Lane is only, it's closer, it's between 16 and 20, more 16
Yeah,
than
it's more
20
like about 18 feet.
Yeah.
I would say,
is the traveled right away.
of gravel, yeah.
Of gravel, and then, you know, I'm thinking maybe a total of 33 feet from the, you know, 16 and a half feet from the center on both sides. So a total of 33 feet, maybe would be kind of the closest they should be getting to the road,
2 rods, that's,
yeah.
yeah,
would be after half of the whole
yeah,
thing was going about 33 foot.
Yeah.
Half of the right of way.
Right, that's only half of our right of way. And I mean, depending on the situation, but on Paul Lane, I think it's okay that they're cultivating some of our right of way. If it isn't causing a problem for drainage or any other problems.
well, it's sure fun to plow snow on it in the winter time, because the field and the dirt is about that much higher than the gravel. When you're plowing snow, you're pushing dirt, and
Oh,
you gotta
on
hold the wing up, you gotta hold the plow
on Paul Lane,
up, yes,
on that,
on almost the whole thing.
oh, it
The
is.
road is lower than the field,
There's no ditch there,
Oh, yeah, there is no ditch,
only on either side.
no ditch whatsoever,
no.
that is a kind of a pain.
I had a ditch in there once, they filled it right in.
Yeah,
Right.
it filled it up.
Right, yeah, I remember that it was ditched, and that is a problem, so,
And it does drift.
and it does
You
drip
can't
up
just
close.
push the snow out to the edge of the
Okay.
gravel. You gotta keep it out further than that.
So, I mean, do we need to widen the road and add some gravel? I mean,
Ditch it.
Ditch
Ditch it?
If there was enough room, yeah, for Frank to cut even a small ditch there would help a lot, especially on the, what would it be, the north and south portion,
That comes
where we
from,
had trouble with it washing there.
yeah,
Frank ditched that, well, that's filled right back in. If we get a good downpour, it's gonna wash the road out again.
okay, see, and that's what can't happen, they can't cultivate so close that we can't take care of our road.
When he did the tiling in that field,
Yep,
he put a catch basin right up to the edge of the road, right on the edge of the travel portion of the roadway. That never should have been.
I always got stuck.
What do you put
plowing
that?
He put
snow
a
in the
drain
fall.
tile, yeah,
Oh.
so,
Well, I fell off the edge of the road, I fell in.
right at the edge of the road, it is right at the edge.
It's
Well, right now,
on the
he's
edge of the
planted
road.
it, correct? It's
Yes.
planted,
I think I
so
got it pretty well filled
he
in
could
now.
harvest the corn, then we just go out and flag it in the
I
fall.
don't think, you don't see the
And
drain anymore.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, well, I guess I would leave it up to these guys, cause I mean, it's in our right of way.
Yeah, should we address it now in terms of, or should we wait till his corn is done in the
That
fall?
would be a better thing probably.
Wait till he harvests the corn,
Wait
and then
till fall.
we address it, go back there, and we ditch, let's say we widen it
Yeah,
6 feet on each side of the road, or whatever we need, and
Then if
ditch
we
it,
have to-
and then we're done,
take a little dirt out of there.
yeah.
You prefer to
Feathers
do
out in the
that.
field, you don't complain about that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could talk to him, I mean,
I think you should
Probably a
talk to him
reasonable
now
person.
while
It's,
the
it's,
corn
it's
is
top
growing.
dirt. You
Well,
can
like I said, all his dirt, he brought it back into the road.
Spread it
Put
out.
it in the road, he can grow his corn, but we're gonna have to come and see him.
oh, and let him know.
But let him know now.
Oh, I see.
Right, that we're,
Yeah.
that
There's a
after,
plan
after
for
the season's done, that we're
Right.
going to widen the road, we'll put a flag out there, that he will know where it's going to be.
Yep.
And he can plan for it.
Right.
So we're working with him, and then that way
Yep.
we don't have any issues.
Yeah.
He knows well in advance.
Yep. Okay, Heather?
I was just gonna say, so in your letter that you send to him, you know, cause what happens if you ditch it all and he decides that he's going to take that out again? I mean, is there gonna be a stipulation saying, hey, if you destroy our ditching, you know, he would have to pay to fix that? You know, because it shouldn't be the town's thing if, you know, he does that again.
Yeah, and, I mean, there is a statute that says that,
Mhm.
you know, if they do that, so I guess we could, you know, and he probably knows that anyway, but, you know, we could state that.
So we'll just wait,
Yeah.
we'll wait till the fall, and then we'll address the road width and look at it. I know he put a lot of drain tile in there, because it floods, and some of the part going towards River Road, there's like a river going through there sometimes. I didn't realize he put it that close to the road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right up to it.
Right up to, right up to the roadway,
Mm.
yeah. And then River Road now, also River Road, I think too, I don't know how close that is there, but
He's got it pretty close. There's a little bit of
a buffer.
a little bit of room there, but
Well, let's address that in
Yeah,
the
let's
fall.
address both of them then in the
And
fall.
when the corn's gone, and then we'll let him know now,
Yeah,
and then,
Yeah.
what our intentions are.
okay.
That gravel there on River Road, there, if we
Okay.
hauling the gravel.
Yeah, we don't.
That hill is
No.
all rock.
So now we're on to the culvert
put
heaps.
some gravel down there.
Yeah.
This is too long, where are we at? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, discussion on the county culvert aid application. That we won't be doing this year, this was for Timon Road, that, what is it, a 10-foot culvert over there? On Timon,
Like zero?
Oh, that big one?
yeah, on Diamond by Zebra Road. We won't be doing that this year, because Atlanta, you know, said they don't have the money to do it, it would be split with Atlanta. And so, we are gonna be meeting with Atlanta and the county to talk about that culvert, but it would be for next year. Then, and as long as it would fit in both of our budgets, so we will discuss that further, but it is due in July. I don't know, I'm gonna talk to Steve this next Thursday, and, he said, you know, the application's in there, it'll just go to next year.
Okay.
But we'll be talking about if there's anything we wanna change,
Okay.
so that's on that one. The ARIP grant, which is agricultural, road grant, we didn't qualify for Timon Road because on one end is the county road, on both sides basically, is state and county road, and they're both have or weight limits on them. And we can't qualify because once we got done, there can't be any weight limits, but then you can't get anywhere because there's weight limits on each end of it.
Mhm.
So we don't qualify for time and road on that grant, which normally we pay 90%, so that was too bad. And then the shared road, the other grants will all be next year.
Okay.
Any other grants are next year, so that is with the grants. And then discuss damage done by ag equipment on old highway road and solutions, or this would be for any of our town roads. So I got pictures and a call from someone, that lives on Highway 8 Road, and the farm equipment coming in and out of that road just kinda demolished that entrance there.
They ripped it right up.
Yep,
They didn't know it. Digger.
yeah, it is demolished, so,
Where it meets the highway, Highway 8?
no,
No,
there,
coming out of Bill Shikolsky's field.
Oh,
west
okay.
side of it.
yeah,
It's Jim Rule that's
Oh,
leasing the land there.
doesn't, he leases Swaney's too, doesn't he?
What's that?
he might.
I think he leases Swaney's too, doesn't he? Yeah.
He leases Sweeney's too.
So I had sent you, Jim, that,
I saw that.
yeah, it's in here.
He did a
But
lot of damage to
I
the
think
road.
we should contact them probably, and,
I think we should contact him because we had that happen on South Shore Road when someone was doing something, I don't know if you remember that or not, but they had damaged, it came to about $2,000 or more of damage on South Shore Road somewhere. Some contractor went in and they busted up the road.
Broke it up.
And we told them they had to pay for it. We called them up and their insurance will have to cover it. You know, I don't know, given the price of oil and blacktop, I have no idea what the cost would be. We'd have to ask the county how much it would be for a patch. It looks to me like it's gonna be a significant patch.
Yeah, it'd take quite a bit of stuff.
You know, so it would be, what do you think, 20 by 12 would be the patch?
I'd say right in there.
You know, because you have to, it all alligatored and it's just chunks, and then that will deteriorate the rest of the road and create more of a problem, so, I feel that they should pay, they have insurance, and they should have to cover that.
We had it on,
Poppy.
Poppy Way in here a few years back, the company that had, beans in there ripped it all up. They harvested when it was real wet. That heavy equipment busted the road up.
Yeah, and they had to pay,
They paid for that.
yeah. Do you remember how much it was?
10 or 12,000?
Yeah, it was,
I mean, they did a lot of damage.
they did a lot of damage. I mean,
And I think we can't let it go, because if you let one go, then pretty soon you've got another and another and another, and I'm thinking, no. And I noticed on the chip seal, even on South Shore Road and on River Road, when all these contractors come in, they turn their trucks around, and I can always, the chip seal is gone. You know, they pivot and they turn and back and forth, and the road,
It's hard on them.
I've not been a fan of chip seal because it doesn't, it's not durable, not for big trucks.
Tandem truck and that just.
Right,
Yeah.
and they twist.
And they're just, and if it's hot, then it gets really bad,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so.
So we should probably just get some quotes. Farner, we can even call Farner for that, right? They work in,
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
fix it. The county would probably do it, but it might be a while.
and that might be okay if they're doing it. Do they have the plant open?
County board shut
What's
down.
that?
Is the plant open? The county plant, are they even open?
I don't think they're doing any yet. That's the thing, they
I
probably
don't
have to
think
wait
they're
until they,
paving anymore.
or blacktop them.
Yeah.
it's a big controversy there.
Oh, yeah, here we got some.
Yeah. we
Okay.
get theirs from.
Oh, yeah, we got
Is
got
it
Tommy.
operating, the plant?
No,
Is it ever gonna operate?
it's up in the area.
Wow, that's brand new.
And we only spent.
It's
a
not
million-
brand new.
Oh, what is it?
And we
No.
only spent $1 million on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, way more than 1
5, 6,
million.
7?
Yeah.
More like 2.5.
Wow.
I think we bought it for $1 million, and then we had to put
Replacements.
$1.5 million in it to get it running.
Oh, so they could probably do it.
This would be a lot, almost the same situation.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, the thing with Farner, they'd have to be in the area though.
We could probably do it with cold mix. I can get cold mix from the county, but it wouldn't,
Hold like,
hot mix is a lot better.
And it's a big patch.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, it'd take quite a bit of stuff.
Okay.
okay, well, we can call the county then to get a bid on that and then get a bid, contact Jim Rule. How do you spell his last name?
You got it.
R-E-U-L,
R what?
R-U-H-L?
R-U-E-L,
E-L?
or R-E-U-L.
R-E-U-L.
R-E is 4 letters.
Okay. Okay, so, but we might as well get the cost of it first and then contact
Then
him.
contact him.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that then.
Maybe he doesn't even move it. You mean, one of the workers, I think.
Well, right, he might not know.
He's usually.
Okay.
On that patch holes is rougher than the holes were before.
Then we have, discuss putting road traffic counters on South Shore Road, Emaquai Lake Road, and Hutchinson South of the town hall. I called the county, they have traffic counters we can use, however, if something, for free. If something happens to it, we have to pay to fix it or buy a new one. A new one is around $2,000, $1,800 to $2,000. Just a thought on South Shore Road, if we ever if we would want to lower the speed limit lower and enforce it lower than 45, you have to have a traffic counter, I believe, and I didn't really look that up again. That's
Well,
what.
not to sound safety, but I'm not interested in safety. You could lower that down to 25, and I don't think people would pay attention.
Okay.
I really don't. I think they just cruise along that road, and the problem is that, how do you enforce it? There's no vehicle to enforce speeding. Would the sheriff's department pull them over and give them a ticket for exceeding the speed limit there? On the town road, I don't know.
I believe they would, that's why, I think this is according to the DOT,
Okay,
they would, I think. This has been a few years since.
cause
I've been up on
we
this.
lowered it to 45, and I remember my son telling me, Dad, you gotta go 45. I said, Nick, I can't navigate those corners at 45.
When they put the 45 signs up, I think the town was told that that's just an advisory thing.
Yep.
They had no teeth, they
Right.
couldn't enforce it.
I think that you could lower it to 25, and there's no instance that you can think of that, I can think of that, who gives them a ticket? Annie isn't gonna give them a ticket, I'm sure as heck not gonna give them a ticket. They don't slow down, some people use it as a speedway, they go from River Road to the South Shore, from Stepcheck to River Road, that's a quarter mile, I don't know what it is,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they can take off on it, and, it's just common sense that people should drive slower, people are walking on a road, but I don't know if you can actually have an enforcement of it.
I don't think so.
And I don't see the sheriff, to be honest, coming over and sitting on South Shore Road to catch a speeder, and if it was my neighbor kid, then I could understand why the sheriff was there, cause he was there all the time anyway. So, I don't know. Amaquai Lake Road and Hutchinson was for the purpose of
Grants.
grants,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we've put in twice now for a grant from Poppy Lane to County F. So, and we haven't got it, so I would say the next time we apply, it'll still be for that road. And then the next section we would apply for grant, I would say would be from the town hall here to Big Bend.
Big Bend. Okay.
And the most, and then of course Timon also, I should say Timon also, but,
Well, I don't see a problem of putting 3 counters out for whatever purpose, and then we can always find out if there's an enforcement of the speed limit. I just don't think people care.
that's gonna help, yeah.
I just don't think they care. We can lower it to 25, we can put the signs up and do everything, but I don't think it would accomplish much, but I would make a motion to put the traffic counters on all 3 roads and try it and see what we come up with.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
second that. All in favor?
I,
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, so I will call, oh, so Craig, on that, if you could pick up at the county, pick up the road counter, you can only get one. So, they have two, but they'll only let you have one at a time. And then set it up, they provide the chains to hook it to a post and a lock. And,
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah, and I would say Amacoy Lake Road probably there. And he said, don't put it up during the 4th of July holiday. That wouldn't be true. And then he said 4 or 5 days is probably enough, and then divide by 4 or 5, whatever you put it up for. And then, it could be moved to another road then.
And if you do South Shore, you don't want it, be sure to catch a weekend, because a lot of people don't come up north until
Till the weekend.
till the weekend, 4 or 5 days. Just don't put it Monday through Friday, because you might not, your traffic is gonna be on the
On
weekend.
the South Shore. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, cause that is when that gets.
That is when the traffic is on there, is
Yeah.
when the lake people are up,
Yep,
so,
okay.
just a thought.
Okay, yeah, and then, so I mean, we voted to do that, Craig, so you would have, you have to sign the piece of paper saying that, we would be responsible for it.
I should be able to find out from Nathan at the shop there, I would think.
Yep, I'm sure. So, okay, if you would do that, that would be great then. Sure. What else we got here? Okay, then, next is, so we purchased 3,000 yards of gravel. So you guys, where are we gonna put it?
Well, if you're gonna pulverize Adams Road, I would say you're gonna put a minimum of 4 inches of gravel on it, 6 would be better. Then you're talking quite a few yards of gravel right there.
Okay,
So that may be a thing, depending on how much you wanna spend this year, to put Adams Road on the back burner, cause it's gonna amount to quite a bit.
quite a bit between the two. So,
we have to, you said, what was the other road, Adams and?
well, Adams, and then the other two
Oh,
is
the other
Golot
two roads.
and Sand Hill.
Yeah,
Adams
we
is
should
a long
put some on those, but that isn't gonna amount to near as much as Adams.
Right.
Hutchinson.
Where is it go on?
Historic Road, all the way from F, almost to the sewer ponds.
Mhm.
I'd like to put some gravel on that. Timon Road,
Timon Hill.
from the end of the blacktop out to F, that needs gravel.
Oh,
River Road, from the intersection of South Shore, south over the hill, past the field, at least down on the bottom of that hill. 'Cause that hill is just all rock.
And so you're thinking we should do those other roads and just pulverize Adams Road and just let it sit for a year?
Well, like I said, you just add everything up and see what you got to
Okay,
to
maybe we
spend.
should do the other roads first, and
Yeah.
then see where we are and see then what our cost would be to do Adams.
I've been working for the town for 50 years, and I don't remember, we put gravel on one road in Apollonia when we reworked it. The gravel streets in Apollonia all need gravel.
yep,
They're mud.
When it rains, they're just mud.
Apple.
So a historic river,
I missed,
Golot,
Well, we did some work in Apollonia,
Yeah.
put in
Yeah,
culverts,
Yeah, we did one road here, naturally.
I don't know.
and actually 2 roads.
Well, yeah. up to
2,
the top of
that
the hill.
one road that veered off, that went up the hill, you put the gravel on that one too.
Yeah, a little bit. yeah.
So
And
you
then-
said historic road, river road, Golot,
That stretch we.
Timon Hill,
Timon Hill.
yep, Timon Hill.
Keep in mind too, Timon Hill now, we're going into another township, so
Right, we're running into three,
if
Two
you,
other
if you're gonna run it all the way up to F, then, we should talk to the other townships,
That
see
would
if
be
they're
Hubbard
okay for
and,
their part of it.
Will it just be Atlanta, because didn't they, did the other part of it, didn't, they do something with it?
Well, they
Who,
put that
Wilkinson?
double chip seal.
Double
on it,
chip
but
seal.
That's all breaking
That
up.
ain't no good for. under-
Really? So,
Mhm.
we'd have to talk to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Well, that's not ours anyway, that's totally theirs, where they chip sealed, right?
Well, they did some of the Stubbs Road
They
there
did some
too.
stuff,
They
okay.
did the shortcut piece there, and then they did all the way up on that.
Oh, they did?
The,
Oh, well, thank you.
the road that turns left there,
Yeah.
technically, that's Strickland and Stubbs.
Right.
But from there out to F is Strickland and,
Yeah,
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson.
We paid them for some of that, didn't we? I think,
yeah, it's Wilkinson over
I
there.
think we paid them for some of that.
Motion on that or no? No.
No, I mean, I'm just more the
Yeah,
discussion,
I-
because they, you know, I think they
We
can go ahead.
put gravel on that before, Frank kept track of the loads, and I'm sure the town built Strickland, and I don't think there was any problem. They
Yeah,
paid
no.
for the gravel.
So you're gonna put gravel on historic, river, goal lot, Timon Hill, and what's the other one? Was there another one?
River
Apollonia.
Road. Oh, you got River Road?
Yeah, we have River Road, Apollonia, the road, any of them.
Apollonia.
Apollonia, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say go ahead and do that.
3,000 yards.
Yep, why don't you go ahead and whatever you guys think,
Cars don't go far.
No, you better
you
get
know,
about,
how many inches and what parts of them, or
8,000
whatever you think
What
it's.
we'll have to do, what we usually do is put stakes out, order stakes, and when they're hauling, they know where to start
Okay.
Oh, they
and
just haul.
stop. Well, Frank will be there with the grader too.
Okay,
But what they'll do is probably put about 8 trucks on, and they just swamp you. It's hard to keep up to them spreading it,
oh,
but it is what it is.
yeah, and so this is Hawes,
And were you gonna put, a depth of 4 or 6 inches on all of them, or
Oh, they don't all need 6 inches, but a good 4 inches. they
4?
do.
Okay.
yeah, and then, like he was saying, maybe 6 inches on
Got it.
Adam, but we could, so when, okay, ask this, so when we pulverize that, do we normally put gravel on top of it before they pulverize it?
Well, we've done that,
Yeah.
put
That's
gravel on
way
top
better.
and have them grind the whole thing in.
Mhm.
Then we've done it pulverizing the blacktop and then
Yeah.
putting the gravel on afterward too.
What do you
Otherwise,
think?
if you don't, pulverizing blacktop and mud. If you don't have it, something, you only go so deep,
Okay,
about a foot we grind.
Yeah, like that. And that,
You
Adam's
got
road,
6 inches or 8 inches, 6 inches of gravel on top, he's not going down
Adam's
into the
road, you're
mud.
gonna run into
oh,
some,
I see,
So
You're
who's
gonna run
set
into
the
some
time
dirt
for
and mud,
the
because there's nothing-
gravel to come?
nothing under that
How-
road,
how do
that's
we-
why it's all dished out,
Yeah.
heaved up.
How do-
okay.
How do we know the time frame for?
It
You know
won't
what?
prepare right
Did anyone
before the
contact
blacktop.
Hawes that we accepted that? Did-
I sent them a thing saying we accept.
Okay, so Hawes knows we
They know
accepted
we
it,
accepted that bid.
No, so I don't have to call them then, if you accepted the bids.
we
right?
accepted the
Yeah, we
bid,
accepted the bid, so
Yeah.
then they should just.
So then we just need to, we need to coordinate the time so that we know when the gravel should be put on the roads.
yeah, maybe Craig can,
We need to coordinate that time for when the
Yeah,
gravel should be on the
contact them
roads
and line
versus
up when they can
pulverizing.
haul and
Yeah,
when Frank can spread.
so we just need to know from Haas when they plan on doing it.
well, no,
We'll-
I mean, they have to contact Hawes.
Oh, you're gonna
They
contact,
can.
okay.
Do you have Hawes's number?
It'd be
or-
better if a board member did. but,
Okay, I mean, we can do that,
Yeah, I'd like that better.
Okay.
It's really not my,
well, so I mean, would we just be saying though that, you know, obviously they have the bid, that you would be contacting them to arrange a time? Because you
yeah,
two,
we have to let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so unless you know when you wanna do it,
Yeah, we got one other thing. Over on Historic Road, it's about probably a 200-foot stretch. The swamp between Highway 8 and the sewer station there. Every year it seems like it's getting a little worse. In the spring, in the winter, that road's corduroyed. And it heaves, and in the spring, when it starts to thaw, the corduroy are sticking up 6 inches, and there's mud coming up
with them.
between them.
Piling,
We thought we could do is,
I split, what was it, eight piling that stretch, and then out on the corner, another 4. I had to shave off again this year.
what we thought we could do.
12 piling I chopped off. can't pull them out, cause frost is still in the ground.
Well, if
All
you
I
take
can
them out,
all I can do is just use a corner of the blade, and take a piece at a time and split them right out. And then you shave them down about that much, then in a couple of years, they're back on top again.
Yep. So do we need to
figured
bury
to put
them?
about 18 inches
Oh,
of pit run
Yeah,
on top of that, and then crushed gravel on top of the pit run. That'll remedy
yeah,
the corduroy heaving up.
for a long
True.
time. Yeah. And could we get that from, is that Hawes that has that pit right on that road?
They have, yeah, the Swartz pit there, we've contacted them before and,
Yep.
and hauled pit run stuff out of there. We did some last year, the year before, and we were on our honor to keep track of the yardage, and they billed us. Last year, I think it was about 8.5 a yard for the pit run, and we got roughly 400 yards from them. I don't know exactly what this would take, I could figure it out, but it's not a big project,
No.
but it's one that should be done. And people will say, nobody lives on that road, what do you wanna do that for? It's a well-traveled road.
It is
A lot of
well-traveled.
people use it.
Yep. Well, that would be, so it's like 200 feet, it'd be just, the pit is right on the road.
Yep.
That's
From Hawes, I mean,
crazy.
they sell it to us cheap, and they could just,
last time I graded it,
Yeah.
We've been
there
doing
were
it for
six,
years.
six vehicles.
yeah, oh, forever.
It's forever.
We
So-
didn't measure it, but I'm just estimating it's a couple hundred feet
Yeah,
where it's gotta be done. Last spring, that was bad.
yeah. So, did you go ahead and call Hawes, or do you want us to call Hawes then?
I have a number of a woman in their main office that I've talked to before. I can call
Okay,
and she can get in touch with somebody there, I'm sure, to get permission.
okay. If you wanna do that
For
then,
that, and I'll call and ask them about the time frame for pulverizing. Right, you want a board member to do that?
Yeah, I think that would be,
Okay, I'll call them, I'll ask them when they think that they were going to do that, and then, I'll have them give you a call to coordinate all that. But I need to, I don't know if I have your phone number.
715-415-6899.
Thank you. And I'll do that tomorrow.
and then,
And he's gonna take care of the pit run, talk to
Yeah.
that lady about the.
Yeah, I'll call her, she's at, I don't remember if I think she's at Thorpe, wherever their main office is.
offices, okay. So that would be taken care of, and then, you'll put gravel on top of the pit run, and then the rest of the road will just get gravel, some
Yeah.
gravel.
And then the other roads he'll take care of.
And then you'll take care of the
Okay.
other roads, I think that, back to the pulverizing. Do we wanna put some gravel on top before it
Yes, I
pulverizes?
think we should, that's what I'm calling about, is to
Okay.
find out when they're gonna pulverize, and
Okay,
then I'll have them call Craig, and then Craig can set up the gravel to be put on the roads before they're pulverized.
okay, perfect.
That's what we did on this road from the town hall to Highway 40. Put the gravel on top and they ground it in.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay,
That's held up well.
Otherwise,
okay, that's quite a bit of road work
Yeah.
there.
it was the blacktop and sand
Yeah,
and
no.
mixed. This we had blacktop and
Any other
crushed
road
gravel
maintenance?
mixed.
Mix
And then
it
I
together.
just need a copy of these two things.
Oh, yeah, Carolyn will make copies before.
Thank you.
At the end of the night there, if you give them to Jim.
Okay, item 13.
Okay, discuss a replacement for John Punsick on the landfill negotiating committee. John has resigned from that. There is 4, and actually, Jim, you are one of them.
Yeah,
So,
right now what's left is Brad and Dave and myself.
yes,
So the people who were on there were Dave and Bob or you. So
Before
one
that,
of you three would continue.
Heather?
Can we replace, John, Dave, and, Brad?
I mean,
Yep, the board replaced me and Dave, so why
Yeah,
can't the
yeah.
board replace them? Or what, yeah, I would defer to you. Where does it stand right now?
Right now, I think negotiations are going quite well. I think they're okay. I haven't heard from the lawyer at all, I haven't heard from Brad, and I haven't heard from Dave. I don't have a problem working with either of them. I do think it would be more prudent that another person comes on board. One of you three, I sometimes wonder about waste management. Are they concerned about the stability of government in the town of Stubbs? Because, you know, we have all these members and they're kinda here and they're resigning and I kinda don't want that to be perceived as a weakness. I think the agreement up to this point is a good one. Give or take a few things along the way, but there hasn't been any communication, and I suppose what I should do is, I was waiting for Justin to call or text, and I haven't heard from him, but I've been a tad busy, so I could send him an email and ask him where our status is and where we are. But I think it would be better to appoint him. I wouldn't remove them. I really wouldn't. I don't have a problem working with people. If we have disagreements, that's fine. But I would say that we should have one more board member to replace John. I don't know if Brad is gonna resign, or if Dave's gonna resign, or if they're gonna be there or not, so I don't know, what do you think, who you'd like? I don't know if do we have to decide? You have input. I have always believed that people in the town should have input. What would you like?
Dave and Bob.
I would, if Annie's willing to do it, Annie's the chairman now and has been the most stable one through the whole thing.
Actually, that, if you were to ask me, I would have said that it should be Annie. I mean, I'd have it open to anybody, but, I would just say that Annie should be the board member. And I would make a motion to appoint Annie.
How is it that you are not on it? Because you were supposed to be originally.
I actually resigned,
You did.
Yeah.
And Jim took her spot.
and Jim took my spot.
So I would make a motion to add Annie as a member of the, negotiating committee for the landfill.
Okay, well, I will second that.
Okay,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Oh, the town hall rental policy now. So, we had a copy of that. Got a lot of stuff in here. So I did contact the insurance company, and asked about the town hall rental, about liability, and the town is, covered. Okay, and this is what the insurance company said. For renting the town hall or other buildings, the town's policy will cover for liability based on premises liability only, which would apply to negligence of having an uneven sidewalk, steps in disrepair, etc. The town's liability would not cover any exposure due to the person or entity that is renting the hall, so liquor liability would not extend. The company suggests that a town representative check out the property the day of the event to make sure there aren't any hazards that could cause a potential loss. Things like icy sidewalks, obstacles in the walkways, etc. If you rent to a business, the town should collect proof of insurance from the business. That was what the insurance company said about liability, so. If that's just as clear as mud, then that's kinda how it was to me, but they are covered, you know, he said you have liability for both coverages that Annie asked him about, which was that tree liability and then this one. So, I don't know if that means that we shouldn't allow liquor, or if we just let them know that, you know, we're not liable. I'm not quite sure how that goes, but
Some people don't pay anything, do they?
to use the town hall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does the Lakes
no.
Association pay?
No.
No,
If the Boy Scouts, they don't pay, we've
No.
never really charged anybody that I'm aware of. maybe we did down the road, but I don't recall ever.
No,
They would just simply come to the board meeting, ask somebody on the board, and then we just said, sure. You know, there was no alcohol involved, there was no, we were pretty exclusive. And I don't know, you know, there's two people that come to mind that I think would be great at handling use of the town hall. And keeping it, if you wanna use the town hall, you contact them. Actually, my wife came up with the idea and said that have that person in charge, keep track of who's coming to the town hall. They can receive a payment of an hour or two of salary. It's hard for board members, I think, sometimes to, if Art couldn't open it, I could open it. If I couldn't open it, Lyle could open it. If none of us could open it, I don't even know what we did. Maybe Lynn opened it. But I think that if we could have one person, you know, if you wanna use the town hall, call this person, they set it up. And it's simple, and they keep track of it. And the two people that I had in mind were, number one was Carolyn.
Oh.
And the other one would be, Lynn, because she was, connected to the town, worked in town government. The odds are that you aren't gonna have to really do it more than once or twice or 3 times a year. That might be it. It's not like it's rented on a weekly, monthly basis, you know, not knocking at the door to get in. I know that they've held classes through Eau Claire here. They've held, they had a baby shower here. Didn't they have a baby shower here? They might have, we've had, there's a religious group that met here. You know, there's not been a lot, so it isn't a big deal. Yeah.
I just have a couple questions. With the Alpoa meeting here, in order not to have Lynn or Carolyn be around that weekend, Val's got a key. I don't know if she would want to open it for us or not.
Yeah, and I think.
If you would approve that or not, or if you do wanna do that, that's up to you. If you'd want that
I know, it's fine.
responsibility.
I was always fine doing it until it became a fiasco, so it's.
Yeah.
Didn't Brad,
And actually, last month I thought we approved you opening it.
didn't Brad approve you to do
Yeah,
that?
so
Oh,
that
okay. I
was
wasn't- I
for the
wasn't
month
aware
of
of that.
April.
Just
But
one
yeah,
month?
So I mean, I think it was kind of going forward,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just so you two are both new, so you,
Yeah.
it has, you know, I
So-
want
so
everybody
if-
on the
if-
same
if
page.
you're willing to do it, you know, I
yeah,
think,
for Alpoa,
Yeah.
sure,
right.
yeah.
But
Right,
then-
and that was, I'm just asking for Alpoa, I'm
yeah,
not asking her to
okay.
be
And then for the
one of
other,
the
the
two.
others, you know, I don't know if it happens very often.
Well, it hasn't. Yeah, like I said, we had a religious group come in here for a while, but, so, that being said, I have a request for July 25th to rent the town hall. I don't even know what kind of event, I said I'll know more after tonight's meeting.
Okay.
Annie, that's our Alpoa meeting day.
What time is the
Oh,
request?
What
for
time
the
do you wanna use it?
Cause we're out of here by 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and they didn't say, and actually, it was Bonnie Partridge.
Yeah, it's probably for your group.
She might be asking for Alpoa then, I
She
don't know.
might be
because
asking
she's
for
part
us.
of-
Oh.
That's our meeting date, she might have been asking for us, she's gone on vacation now though, so I can't. check with her.
Oh, okay. I just, she emailed me and I said, I'll let you know after the meeting, I'll have more about it, so.
It's probably for us.
Oh, okay.
Was there a second date in September?
And no, she just said July 25th,
Okay.
and she didn't give a time or anything.
It's
So
probably for
then
us.
you're going to open it for all the Alpha.
Alpoa, yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
July
then
25th.
what about
and
the
then-
other meetings, other things? And we have to have a way to let people know that if they do want to use the town hall for something, who's our contact person?
Right. Did you, I don't know if you ever, did you see a copy? This is something that,
No.
Pam and, there was a,
Was it
Lynn,
Call the clerk.
yeah. They, worked that up and for us, so I was gonna look in my emails and I didn't, and all I see there's 2 pages, and one is a request. Is everything on them 2 pages, and one is,
I'd have to look at it again to
Okay,
see
yeah.
what.
the second page was the second page thing.
No,
It was quite lengthy.
Actually, I must not have the the lengthy part then. I think them are just the form.
As far as when you're talking about, I'm really getting into that right now, but if alcohol is an issue as far as the liability, then just say no alcohol. Don't even give them the option or whatever, and if that relieves some of the, liability and, then, like you said, businesses have to have a certificate of insurance, and that's fine, and others don't. And if there's no alcohol, and then that simplifies it, I'd say just no alcohol.
Oh, yeah, you do have a clause here that implies that they could have alcohol, and that should be stricken.
So I'd say just.
Okay. Yeah, that would probably be the easiest, cause, and that's in general the,
So we do charge a fee.
well, this was proposed last month and it was put off till this month.
Oh,
That has to be approved by you, that, we wrote it up and gave it to the board for approval, so that's what you do now, but I can remove, I have the
I'm not a
original.
fan of the fee.
I can remove the alcohol and I can put on Caroline
I would get rid of the
and Lynn
alcohol.
as the contacts.
If there was a deposit.
you just want one?
Do you wanna
I
do
would
it?
just have one
I would
time.
just have one.
Yeah,
One
Caroline,
contact.
she
Caroline.
would know if there's meetings or somebody else, right, Caroline?
I mean,
Yeah.
$50.
No, really,
I think it should be careful.
Yeah, it's not really- I mean, and
Hold
it's
of her.
Because I do
We're not
know
gonna
they
get
have
ahold of her, I
classes
can't get
and
ahold
I
of her.
can get over.
And Carol attended them and there's no charge.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they've always done it, like if it's
Well, if she wants to.
a baby shower, maybe there's a fee, but not if it's a nonprofit group.
Yeah,
Which a baby shower isn't exactly a nonprofit group either. Oh, yeah, they are, they get a lot of money.
you're right, yeah.
So-
I would that's my personal opinion, I wouldn't, I'd strike that.
Okay, and then, yeah, I wish I had the rest of it then, I didn't, So actually Jim is saying that he thinks we should strike the town hall rent and the deposit on it. And,
What if the carpet's damaged or?
well, I believe there was a thing that said if you damaged it, you had to pay for it,
Mhm.
but it wouldn't be a deposit.
So how are you gonna collect it from?
Yeah.
Well, the town hall's been here how long?
Since
2004.
2004?
So we've been here 21 years and nothing's ever happened because we're so like this it's nonprofit. People haven't come here and had parties, they haven't been drinking. It was built for town residents to be able to be a gathering place, to be a community. And, for although you don't pay a town tax, the concept behind it was to, be of a purpose to the people and the residents of the town. That's how I feel.
So
Yeah.
it's just gonna be for residents?
Well, I think it could be for residents, I do know they held, UW Eau Claire held classes here. And this was a convenient place for them to come and do that, and I don't know why they didn't do it at the school. I am aware of, the Lakes Association meetings. I am aware of a religious group that meets here at night, sometimes, I don't know which group, I heard that. I thought there was a shower here one time. Other than that, I can't think of anything. I don't know, it's not if you wanted to meet here to have a plan, let's say we decided to have a meeting to discuss, issues in the town or the history, anybody could do that, just, you come here. The $50, or the $100 deposit is really nothing. It's bad enough you gotta give your driver's license. I'm thinking that.
Anything you guys wanna scrub, I've got what I sent you, so I can verify.
They might
you've
wanna
got the
ask,
whole
your
thing.
social security number, your blood type, I don't know, I'm not a fan of any of that.
I have what I sent you,
Okay.
so we can verify if you've got all the pages or not.
Well, no, I think I probably did, but when I picked through the papers, I saw this and now I'm looking at it like, well, I think there was more to it. And I have this stapled together, but this is only the request form. It is just a request form, that is 2 pages.
I think the clerk would like a contact number so that if there is a spot on the someone left the coffee in the coffee machine, like.
Yeah, we do.
Wait,
we
I
do-
mean, they would
You
fill
could
this
call
out.
somebody
Yeah,
and
that
say,
part was left empty because I didn't know what number to put on there. If
Right,
I
and we
could,
have not designated something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone for all of that.
Yeah. So, would you like to be that person, Carolyn? And then Lynn could be a backup?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to do that, you're not gonna get a hold of me during the day. I don't
Right.
know, but yeah, so put Carolyn, and if there's,
Would you
Yeah, I
do that?
mean,
to come in
yeah.
and out.
Okay, so it'll be, the clerk. And, yeah, so there won't be a fee or deposit.
No alcohol.
Yep, I crossed the
Cross all
alcohol out. And otherwise, it's just, building must be left in the same condition as it was found. All garbage generated goes home with you, no smoking in the building. Oh, there was more, cause I remember it saying that 60 people was the max.
we had service dogs, they were the only ones allowed in if we had service dogs. I mean, there was quite, there's a lot on here. I don't know if you.
Yeah,
If I could get on the internet here, I could probably print a copy here and you guys could look at it, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, so.
Or you can look at it on my phone, cause I have it here, but.
Right, can you forward that to,
You just text it to me.
there, and then we'll print it out. Yeah, text it to her and we'll print it out and look at that whole thing then. But in the meantime, where does it say that, Jim, where?
For what?
Date of event, who'd you contact?
I don't see a contact.
Oh, okay, we'll
There,
have to
there,
get a
there
contact.
isn't. The person responsible, there's no contact clause here.
Okay. So, we'll have to do that.
Signature,
We'll check with
elected official,
Yeah, we don't need all that then.
Well, maybe you just want to table it until next month?
number, all.
Yeah.
It's up to you, okay,
Okay, yeah, you know what, why don't we table it till next month and just get it, yeah, all figured out then.
What time?
Okay, yeah, we gotta go. So, Karen, up we go to the grades, we already talked about that, right?
Yes, landfill.
That's done. Carolyn, landfill passes.
I think it's 30, it's fine.
Oh, we talked about the grades, yeah. And we had one seasonal pass from Eileen Wittenberger.
Okay,
You gotta flop it over.
that's it?
That's it.
And no building permits?
There was a land use permit that I'm waiting for the person to contact me about the
Okay.
building.
Okay. Okay, then approval of the monthly bills for payment. So, Carolyn did send us, okay, this is the checks.
And there should be, yeah, Jim should get that.
Yeah, we each have them, that's everything that's been paid. I did go through the whole thing. I was just surprised about the name of that company.
Oh, yeah, government
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
So it shouldn't have to be so damn tight.
I had gone through everything previous, so I guess. If you wanna see any of the checks, these are the list of the checks, these are the checks themselves along with the bill, so if there's a bill you wanna personally see, you sign here. Which, you know, I have already.
Okay.
I mean, I had to send.
Weather is, we got down
Yeah. Okay, so,
rain is all I
Oh, you
got.
guys are gonna have to swap emails and keys.
I didn't, I got,
oh, okay, we'll do that after.
Can I even see
So,
I got 4.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the monthly bills.
Also move.
north?
I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. No transfers needed?
Correct.
Okay, no transfers needed. The date for the next meeting is 13?
13 July.
7/13/26, next meeting at 6 o'clock here. Motion to adjourn,
Also,
all seconded, all in favor?
aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried.
Thank you.
And you know what, we can actually.
Maybe we can get rid of it.
That was a lot longer than the last meeting.